Hey, everybody, welcome to Nexus at Night, your weekly Vanguard broadcast. I'm Atlas.
I'm Matt.
I'm Root Beer.
And this is Pumpkin. How's it going, fellas?
It's going. I was playing the Digimon game for like 6.5 hours.
Nice. I will probably start doing that after this stream.
Beast.
And you trimmed it from your beard to like a goatee-like thing.
Yeah, I fucked up shaving, so you know.
Aw, that's the worst where you're like, well, I guess I have a whole new different hairstyle now.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yes. Or at least we know how it goes. I know.
Alvin knows how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a couple weeks.
It has been a couple of weeks.
Yep, she has now become the like evil, like when I'm sitting on my evil throne.
You're just a cat, though.
Yes, but she is very shrewd, like a cat in a lot of ways.
Interesting.
Something about dachshunds, man. They're just this kind of like evil genius aspect to them, and then she's a lapdog like a chihuahua.
Cat dog.
Cat dog. Katie was watching Aw Real Monsters the other night. Really took me back.
What the?
Yeah. Because getting into the spooky season here at my house. Hi, Zaru. How you doing? What have you guys been up to?
Working in another country.
True. You had an adventure. I did not.
Yeah. I went on vacation for the last couple of weeks, which is why I haven't been here.
And where you said you went to China, right?
Yeah.
Where in China?
So we went to Guangzhou for like 4 days, and then we flew over to Shanghai.
And?
Yeah. And like in between that, we also started going to like different cities.
Oh,
nice.
Do anything fun? Or just tooling around?
Ate a lot of food.
Yeah, ate a lot of food. Honestly, the first half of the trip kind of fucking sucked.
Why is that?
Combination of things. Like one, like generally being in China wasn't great because I don't speak Mandarin. My mom doesn't really speak Mandarin. My dad does, and half the time we would need him to translate something, and he would just kind of wandered off somewhere else. So we had to go grab him back and be like, "Hey, like you're the only one who speaks Mandarin fluently. Like you need to translate for us."
Do you speak Cantonese or just nothing?
A little bit of Cantonese. I understand it, but like a lot of people in mainland China don't speak Cantonese.
I see. I went and got dim sum with a couple teacher friends, and one of them is speaks Cantonese. And while we were there, our waitress only spoke Mandarin, so it was like
that's pretty.
You tried to do the thing where we kind of just like you like do it for us because you understand.
It's kind of in the LA area. It's kind of a crapshoot.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like up here in San Francisco, everyone fucking speaks Cantonese.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
thanks, Taiping Rebellion.
Just depends where you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. On top of that, it was like raining for a lot of it.
Oh, in China.
Yeah. There was like
in the southern part, right?
Yeah, there was a fucking typhoon.
Whoa.
Yeah, it like wasn't that bad, but it was just like okay. So on top of like the language barrier, the fact that like a lot of places just have to just like fuck around with different payment apps. Like usually Alipay, but like some places don't take Alipay, and you have to use one of the other fucking payment services. So yeah, it was like raining for a little bit. So I'm trying to remember what happened because I think like first day we landed, we just kind of hung out at a mall that was like next to our hotel, and then the second day we were supposed to go on a tour. For some fucking reason, we decided to book a tour that was like only in Chinese. And then
that's pretty funny.
And then like when we got there, like we found the tour bus that we thought was ours, but they didn't seem to recognize the booking number, and so they didn't let us on. And like no other tour buses came by afterwards, so we were just sitting there like we are 90% sure that was supposed to be our tour bus, but they fucked it. It got fucked up for whatever reason.
Like they gaslight you into saying like that's not the right ticket. Go home.
And so, the meeting area was like a public park. So we walked around the park for a little bit while my mom called my uncle to try and figure out a plan B. So eventually, I think my uncle was able to help us book with like a private tour company that gave like a individual tour with people that spoke English. And apparently this was an option the whole fucking time and we didn't do it for some reason.
That's pretty funny.
Like because my parents were the ones doing all the planning, because I'm going to be honest, I don't fucking care. But like, I didn't really want to be in China, but like, like they told me like, yeah, so we're going to go on a tour, but the tour is in Chinese. So we're going to need your dad to translate. It's like, why are we doing that? But okay.
Seems not fun for anyone.
Family bonding or something.
Yeah. And then, afterwards when it was like, yeah, so like my uncle gave us the option to book the private tour the whole time. Like that was just an option. And I was like, why didn't we just do that from the beginning? Like we ended up having to do it anyways because the fucking tour bus didn't let us on. But it does feel like we just wasted 3 hours of our lives, like having to scramble for a plan B because we didn't just do the smart thing from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was fun. Like once we got onto the private tour, like that worked out and it was good. But until we got there, it was just like, what the fuck is any of this? Like,
if given the choice, you said you didn't want to be in China anyway. Where would you have gone?
I don't know. Like, obviously, I like traveling to Japan, obviously, but not like that huge on travel. Probably would have traveled to a fucking English-speaking country.
This is why you have a flexible plan. Yeah, for real. I don't know. It was kind of nice when going to Japan to kind of have Katie, the ever-present planner of a person, being like, here's 80,000 things to do. You just got to make sure that I'm like awake, and like she kind of does like lays the plan out, and then I make sure it happens. Yeah. Works pretty well as a couple.
Funny thing, we didn't find out until like the end of our time in Guangzhou, but apparently you can just take a train to Hong Kong from there.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah, like if we were gonna go somewhere in China, we probably could have gone somewhere like Hong Kong where like they speak English, but also I understand enough Cantonese that I could probably get by.
Right.
But yeah, after that, we had a free day where it was like they just kind of went around to like different shopping streets and just kind of hung around. I was kind of bored by that, partially because I ate too much at breakfast, so I was just kind of like feeling kind of blah the whole time.
Yeah.
And then, but partially just like, okay, we're walking around all these like dingy little shopping streets, and it's like probably would be more fine with it if I wasn't with my parents. Traveling with my parents is just a little bit stressful.
There's a like weird, when you're an adult doing this, you're like, I'm kind of parenting my parents a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's the like, okay, I want to just go do my own thing, and then you have to justify it to your parents, but also like they're starting to get up there in age, so then you have to it feels like very much like threading a needle. I get it.
Yeah. Once again, like being in a country where I don't speak the language and have to navigate like 15 fucking apps.
2 more things on top of that then.
Yeah. So, we had a free day. It was kind of bored. And then we went to see like Canton Tower, which is like a big tourist spot in Guangzhou. But it was raining. So that's the thing, is like at the beginning of the day, it was like cloudy, but not raining. And so we were just kind of hanging around this like shop plaza for a little while. So by the time we went over to Canton Tower, it started raining again. And so it's like, okay, there's no point going up because it's raining and we can't see anything. Like all the attractions are closed. And we like took a cruise tour around the river, but it sucked because it was raining and I couldn't see anything. So I was just kind of miserable that entire day. It's like,
see, if you look over here, you can see. Okay, now you would be able to see this building, but sorry. Okay, let's look over here to our right. Fuck.
yeah, it's like a river cruise where it's like, okay, you get on a big, like, nice cruise boat and look out the window at all the pretty buildings, except it was fucking raining, so you can't see anything.
I speak English, some Spanish to have a night chat with locals. A baby is understanding of Mandarin, and I'm trying to get better in my Spanish and learning. Hey, you're doing better than me. I took 2 years of French, and I barely remember anything. Sorry, Professor Truby.
So yeah, I was kind of miserable that entire day. And then, the third day we went to Shenzhen, which is like a tech city in China. Couldn't fucking do anything though because it was pouring the entire day, so we mostly just went around indoors.
Seems to be a pattern.
Yeah, and like we booked another private tour, but like that one, like that lady wasn't as good as the first one. Like she didn't really take us anywhere interesting. She took us to like a few like shopping places. We went to go see like the big flagship stores for a couple of the big tech companies. I did buy a new microphone that I was using in one of the videos.
There you go.
Let's see. Whoop. Don't fall. I'll put you down. Okay.
Yeah. But like, it's like, okay, we went around looking at all like big flagship tech stores. And then, we went to this like shopping building where you just have a bunch of people like lined up in stalls. One of those cheap Chinese markets basically that sell a bunch of like knockoff shit.
I know the ones.
Yeah. So we went to one of those, and then I think we went to like the city capital and then like the city center, and it was raining. So there's like a big hill with a monument for like one of the big important politicians for the city, but like we couldn't actually go up to see the monument because it was raining.
I like how Root Beer's trip is boiling down to the same thing a baseball game does, where like there was too much rain, it ruined everything.
Yeah. So yeah, we like went to the city hall. It was really nice. We couldn't go up the big hill because it was raining. And then we went to a museum to learn the history of Shenzhen. That was like kind of interesting. And then we went. Yeah. I mean, it's a museum. It was indoors, so that was like the only thing.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, like, okay, what can we do? Like, okay, we can't go to like the outer edges of the city because there's too much traffic. And then like some of the more touristy places that are outdoors, we can't go to because it's raining. So it's just like, cool. So we just like hung around for a little bit and then went back to Guangzhou to our hotel. And then, it was like late there because there were like a couple of restaurants that were like Michelin star restaurants in the mall next to our hotel, but they didn't have anything anymore because it was too late and the kitchen were already starting to close. So I just kind of sat there like, man, this fucking sucks. Like
history doesn't work in the rain. I get the feeling that we would enjoy traveling more if we did it with our friends more.
Yeah, with our friends. And, if I spoke the language. I think
not speaking the language seems quite difficult.
Yeah, like a big impediment to my enjoyment of this trip was just like, oh, right, I don't speak Mandarin.
Turns out Chinese is really hard.
Yeah. I've taken like multiple Chinese lessons throughout like high school and college. I've forgotten all of that shit. Yeah,
like turns out very, very basic words don't get you very far.
Yeah. Like again, if we went somewhere where people spoke Cantonese, I could probably get a little bit. I could get by to the degree where I would feel confident wandering off by myself. But like, because we weren't anywhere where people spoke Cantonese, it kind of sucked. Mm-hmm. And then, after that, we flew over to Shanghai. Chinese airport security is also fucking awful. Like, they make you take every fucking thing out.
Oh.
So it's like, okay. Like, take out, like, large electronics. Also, take out your keys, your umbrella, all of the chargers for your electronics, battery banks. Also, they, like, passed a law recently where, like, the battery banks need to have the like, stamp of approval in order for you to take it on the plane. So since I had an old one, they just took my battery bank and I had to go buy another one with the fucking stamp. But yeah, they make you take like every fucking thing out. It was like a huge pain in the ass. So we flew to Shanghai. The Shanghai half of the trip was much better.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So
Because
for
it
one,
doesn't rain in Shanghai.
yeah, like the weather forecast kept saying it was going to rain. It didn't actually rain the whole time, which was good.
Good.
But yeah, that time we like booked another like group tour, but this time it was a tour that was in English, and they actually let us on the tour. So,
Whoa.
that worked out. We went to visit like an old city. We had some kind of mediocre lunch because the tours always just kind of book mediocre lunch places. And honestly, it was kind of lame because you go through an old city, they have all the like stalls set up with all the shops, so we could have probably just like bought food as we were walking through this old city. But like since we already ate the kind of mid-ass lunch, then wasn't that hungry anymore, which sucked.
There's something so vexing about eating mediocre food in a place where like you paid a lot of money to visit. You're like, I'm wasting my stomach on the equivalent of like a 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So like we got to go visit like an old garden. There's a little shopping street attached to the garden. Mm-hmm. And then we went out to like an old city, had a mid-ass lunch, and then went on like a little river cruise, which was much nicer when it's not raining.
I would imagine.
Yeah. So, and then, we got about an hour and a half of free time, so we just kind of walked through this old town, got some street food. Or would have gotten more street food if not for the fact I already ate the shitty-ass lunch. And then...
What a waste.
And then we went on like a larger river cruise around Shanghai to just kind of see the sights. Unfortunately, it was still like bright out. It was like 6-7 o'clock. It was like 5-6 o'clock. So it only started getting dark towards the end of the cruise. So all the buildings haven't lit up yet. So it wasn't like the most scenic it could have been, but it was nice. And then I think after that, we went to Suzhou, which is another like old historical city. The tour guide there was also pretty cool for that one. We booked another private tour. I think like after we booked the first private tour, she kind of just kept recommending other people from her company to like take us around different parts of China. So that was like pretty nice.
Okay. So like when I hire or request a substitute and I'm like, here's the person I want, and then it's a friend of mine who's a sub.
Yeah.
Seems about right.
But yeah, like that tour guide was very nice. Like took us around to a lot of places. So Suzhou is kind of an older city. So she kind of took us to some shopping streets, took us to a restaurant that was kind of away from all of the big touristy restaurants. I think it was still like a chain restaurant, but it was a more obscure Chinese chain restaurant. So there weren't like a ton of people there. That was actually good. We got to walk around an old city for a little bit. Took us to see like a silk museum, which unfortunately had a store attached to it. So they kept trying to like sell us shit.
Oh, that kind of ruins the like prestige.
Yeah. And you feel bad leaving without buying anything. So here are my $20 silk boxers.
Nice. That's gonna feel good.
So that was the thing that happened. And then, we kind of capped it off with walking through like another shopping street. And unfortunately, because it was like getting around 5 o'clock, we couldn't stay like super duper long to really take it in. And then it was like a 2-hour drive back to Shanghai.
Dang.
Well,
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, and then like after that, we just kind of had a free day in Shanghai, so we just like walked around, took like a bus tour.
Cool.
And then went to Japan for like a day, just because like transit through China, like getting an actual travel visa is a pain in the ass, but they have like a temporary permit that you can do if you're just kind of transiting through China. So it's like, okay, in order to take advantage of this loophole, we have to go stop somewhere else so that it could be considered like temporary transit.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, so stopped in Japan for like an evening. I just went to Akihabara and became a weeb for the entire day. Our time in Japan was me going off on my own, doing my own fucking thing, because I actually do know how to get around Japan.
became.
That's good. Be
Like,
sure to
you weren't
clean
one
silk
before?
like how you would
Like,
wash
what
your
happened?
hair.
No, like I couldn't do any weeb shit while I was in China, obviously.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay, I get to go back to being a weeb for
I
the
see.
for the like
Sorry, it made it sound
evening.
like you were never a weeb before.
Yeah. Bought way too many acrylic stands, which is why I'm out in my living room because we wanted to play a game and I'm not clearing all that shit off my desk right now.
That's okay. I love the idea of like Rootbeer getting to Japan and it's like a werewolf transformation of like turning into a weeb like uncontrollably.
You gotta get the Bugs Bunny picture. It's time to go back to the old me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How's your guys' week been?
I got my flu shot yesterday and I feel like I got hit by a truck.
You did.
Yeah. Normally I don't get it this early, but I work with kids. Kids are buckets of diseases. I am married to someone who works with younger kids.
Yeah.
It's a good idea this early in the year.
Well, we gotta get it all dealt with before they decide that flu shots gives you AIDS or something.
Yeah, for real. I got my COVID booster at the same time too, so that's probably part of it. But I did that, and then I took Pumpkin to go meet my mom for the first time, and went great. So that's cool.
That's nice.
Pumpkin has met everybody but my sister in my immediate family now.
All right.
Yeah, and our finals are next week because it's a quarter system. So I'm really excited for what I'm doing with the seniors, which is I'm reading The Great Gatsby with them, and as supplemental material, I've been using the musical. So the final is you have to pick a song from any musical and connect the themes of the song with the themes of where we are in the book so far.
That sounds interesting.
Today, because I brought this up like at the beginning of the week, and the final is next week. And today, the kids were like, "Mister, how are we going to do this in? It's a 2-hour block to take your final." And they're like, "How are we going to do this in class?" I'm like, "First off, I am giving you ample amount of time to like get your shit together. You can bring notes, you can bring the book, you can bring the printout of the lyrics with like everything you need." And they're like, and I was like, "All right, you know what? Fine." So I pulled up a Google Doc, projected, and just angrily wrote a sample essay to just in 42 minutes and 34 seconds. I did this in almost a third of the time that you have. If I can do that as the teacher, you can do that as the student. So I like did like an angry demonstration out of spite.
Yep,
but
that's.
So I have a question. It's a very important question based on what I've seen so far. So this is like normal for me, but why are you drinking out of a mason jar?
So I was tired to the point I was falling asleep in my little leather chair. So I went to the 7-Eleven and got a Dr. Pepper, and I was in such a rush coming back, I just grabbed a mason jar. I'm drinking a thing of Dr.
You just
Pepper.
didn't drink it out of the bottle?
Exactly. Well, because I wanted to put ice in it, right?
Yeah. All right. I was like, that's pretty normal. Like, I understand. I get it. Like, I'm being Tennessee.
Katie's a big mason jar fan with the teas and stuff, so we have them around. Yeah. I thought you were going to talking about like the spite demonstration. I'm like, what kind of things are you doing with your students, Matt?
No.
Okay.
No, it was much more important than that.
Okay, good. Yeah,
like a sparkly jar with a straw in it.
This
I
one
just
has
drink
like
it out of the bottle. I'm like, I don't need more ice. It's already cold.
That one's got like a flower. These were like freshly put into the fridge at the 7-Eleven.
You got one of those. That's tragic.
Kind of like Luke Cold or whatever.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. It's unfortunate, especially with the more popular beverages.
Yeah. Hello, Goobers. Hello to you too.
Hello.
Pumpkin sounds tasty. She is adorable. That's what she is. And I'm trying to like write more just in general, like outside of the musical. And I was talking to a friend of mine who lives in Buffalo, and he told me about this post on the Buffalo subreddit where somebody had like there's this big blizzard came through and a guy was stuck in his car and put a post on the Buffalo subreddit like, hey, I can't run my car for forever. So help, please. I think he had to go deal with something.
Okay.
Everything okay?
I clicked the wrong button.
I see. Okay. I thought it was like, I'm gonna shit my pants. Or
I was
okay.
I was moving the window. And in moving the window, I clicked some other dumb bullshit. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. So first guy is like trapped in his car in a blizzard, posts on the Buffalo subreddit. And then a second guy on the Buffalo subreddit sees the address and is like, I live a couple blocks from there. So he ventures out into the snow to go rescue this guy. And I was like, that would make for a good short story. So I've been working on that. And I just got my protagonist out in the snow. So that's cool.
Nice.
The worst is when you pick it up out of the cooler, out of the store, and realize there's a hole in it. In the cooler or in the
soda
the bottle?
Oh yeah, like, I know. I would be
very alarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be not good. I'd be so mad.
Me too. And that's kind of it for the most part. I love my dog. How about you, Matt?
I already answered this question.
Oh, Digimon.
Yep.
Digimon. That's it.
I've been using Wormmon the whole time.
Nice.
Wormmon is so cute.
I was going to say, is Wormmon broken or just cute?
No, I just like Wormmon.
Got it.
I'll see what I end up doing, but I think Patamon is one of the starters, and I like Patamon.
Understandable. Yeah, Wormmon. Wormmon has been kind of an MVP, though, I will say. So maybe it is good. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how ever digivolving it, but we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, that's for future Matt to take care of.
Yeah.
Oh, Root Beer sent me Heart Lulu before he left.
Yes,
for China.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been playing with it, and like the deck is, it kind of plays itself like Verhila does, but
yeah,
it's good. It's real solid.
Yeah.
I don't even have the staples for it because of how expensive they are yet. It's still good.
Yeah. You ever pick up Alf Knights to just have the best deck in the format after they murder Bob Sagra?
No. Do you?
No, unfortunately.
I do. Like, I already have all the Verhila stuff. I just need to order the copies of the Grade 3.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, with this month's paycheck, I bought my wife and I tickets to go see Hades Town on Halloween. So
fair.
Hades 2.
No, Hades Town. Which is, do you know what I'm talking about, man?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was making a joke about Hades 2.
Hades 2, which we've played on this stream before.
Yeah. Full release.
I'm really excited to see it. I've only listened to like a couple songs off the soundtrack, but the way people talk about it, I keep thinking this is something I need to see. I think it's not like Hamilton where I can like listen to it and get the gist. But I guess we'll find out. I want to finish Heart Lulu. I need to like go get some Tiz cars or something like that because I've been using literally anything I can get my hands on.
I don't think you really need Tiz cars. The thing you really need is probably Philia.
Yeah.
Anyways, you want to do a game?
Sure. I need to like rearrange my desk, but Katie was watching this terrible horror movie. So the guy got executed. The doctor became possessed by the same demon, wrote a book about worshiping the demon, and then at the end, the demon jumped into a homeless woman digging in the trash. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I love a shit horror movie. Let me go get my cards. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Just buy some manga. Easy. Yeah, for real.
I still got to get rid of all my extra copies of Skyride. I forgot to inflict some of the extra copies onto Atlas last time I went down.
You fool. Yeah, I need to position myself in the new Digimon game to get Mastamon. That is the goal. But I'm already on track for other cool Digimon, so we'll see where we go.
Yeah.
But Mastamon is a long way off.
Mm-hmm. Donate to a Yeah, I was thinking about that. I know my library, I'm pretty sure, has just a drop box I can toss them into.
I thought you were about to sneeze.
I thought I was too, and then it didn't come. What a shame.
Get owned. You just have that feeling in your nose for like the next 5 minutes.
Did you hear that? Hear what? What they were saying? I did.
What are you touching?
Me? Or
no. I'm just trying to figure out how much of my playmat is actually on screen.
These fucking VTubers.
I'm using they give you the teacher edition of these textbooks, but the magnet I'm in, we don't really use the textbook. So I just fucking have the textbooks. I've been using them as like a tower for my computer and such.
Nice. Root beer. Have you been gifted Bad Rats 2 already?
No.
Interesting. Very interesting. How have you avoided this?
I recently stumbled upon Blue-Eyed Samurai on Netflix. Have you guys watched that?
Nope.
Nope.
No, anime sucks and it's for nerds.
I know. I knew he was going to say that. Why did I not say anything? Fuck. Okay. So it's not quite as anime-ish as you might think, where it's like very stylized and has some cool like alternate history. Fuck. 1 sec.
No, I've seen it on there. I just decided I wasn't going to watch it.
I see.
I was like, no, I'm good. And I moved on with my life.
Gotcha.
Atlas is videotaping a
analog horror movie.
Yeah.
Something like that. I just accidentally tripped the button. There we go. That's good. And then camera. Too bad I don't go to school anymore. But yeah, I really liked it for the history aspect and cool fight scenes and stuff, but mostly the history stuff.
Okay. Do you want even or odd?
Odd, please.
That is a 3.
Huzzah.
Do you all see this dice roll shenanigans related to Lorcana?
No.
What happened with Lorcana? Lorcana is a bit of a loaded question for me.
Yeah, no, it was. I don't know the full extent of it, but basically the short version that I got was that nobody can agree of how they want the games decided to start with because they think people are like rigging dice somehow. either by using loaded dice or being like craps all-stars, I guess.
Very strange.
And so no one wants to roll dice or call even odd, I guess.
Or
because they think their opponents are just very good at rolling dice. That's the wrong people. Yeah, there we go. Oh wait, they can do this now?
Yeah, they can do like custom layouts. I couldn't make it perfect, but this is at least better.
Yeah,
like, you're
right.
tiny and the two of us are bigger. So
what do we? I mean, that's better than for sure better than what I had before. But it's so basically there's like a bunch of judge calls of like just deciding who goes first, I guess. And I'm like,
at a certain point, you can be like, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10.
Like, this is ridiculous.
Thoughts on Nicki Minaj? I like starships. That's all I got.
It's better than whatever the fuck Magic the Gathering is doing right now.
Yeah.
What is Magic the Gathering doing right now?
All right, so let me give you a small history. So several years ago, probably like 5 years ago at this point, Magic started to do these things called secret layers, where they would do like a limited time set that started as just like different versions of cards with like fancy art, like it'd be like Transformers or something, right?
Yeah.
And they started making secret layers for like a bunch of other stuff. Like then there was like a secret layer for, only text lands or secret layers for random like Walking Dead. And with Walking Dead, they started making like new cards and secret layers.
Spider-Man comes to mind. Was that one of them?
Spider-Man is a full set.
Okay.
But it's only Spider-Man in the physical TCG. On Magic Arena, they couldn't do Spider-Man. So it's just a set full of spiders.
Interesting. Cool. Reveal that 3 and search the toys are for children.
A week ago, there was something announced, and when I first saw it, I wrote it off as a joke and didn't think about it again until yesterday, where I realized that it was not a joke. Because the secret lair they announced, or that got leaked or whatever, was Secret Lair The Office.
No. Really?
Which to me is like, I cannot imagine the type of person that looks at that and says, Magic is the game I want to continue playing.
What? Okay, so you're sort of like core millennials who would be really into The Office.
Yes.
Who are those that are then going, I'm going to get into Magic because I love The Office so much?
Yes. I don't
know.
know.
Compared to Magic players who go, yeah, I like The Office. I'll check out The Office. Like, both of those don't really make any sense to me.
It's like the most like, how did we get here? Kind of.
Oh, right.
Just like, is this really the target?
Check top
like
5.
What's next? Secret Lair Sheldon?
I wouldn't put it past them. Like, I'm trying to think, what would be the funniest secret lair of like a TV show or a movie that like.
So I should mention 5 years ago, or whenever the secret lairs first started.
This can't be good.
We joked about Secret Lair The Office.
Go for it.
Okay.
So for it down the line to be like, oh, by the way, here's Secret Lair The Office. Is like,
I would go buy a lottery ticket after that. That's
this can't continue. We got to stop this shit.
And folks, please be sure to buy Ariel. It's the #1 detergent. Okay, that's weird. I've been noticing a lot of baby's first TCG issues with Lorcana. I saw someone on Twitter invent the idea of oversleeves in real time. See,
nice.
He's not wrong, because like I tried to teach Katie Vanguard once. It didn't go well, and I get it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I never really tried again, but I toyed with the idea of learning Lorcana and teaching her Lorcana, but she didn't really seem especially jazzed on the idea, and it's really expensive. So
yeah,
that just kind of fizzled.
WotC doesn't necessarily make all
no guard
for Hasbro. Yeah. That was the thing. WotC or at least didn't when they bought WotC for several
Nothing.
years. Well, for a long time after they bought WotC, they weren't even the most profitable thing Hasbro had.
How much is that? 8?
Yep.
Guard with the teddy bear.
But
Okay.
as it goes, everything must always
Good.
make more money indefinitely, exponentially, even though that's like not sustainable.
Line must go up. That was it, right?
Yeah, that was it. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw energy. Okay. Ditch that bear again. For the 2, same thing. Reveal the 3. Get the toys are for children.
Mm-hmm.
Play the toys are for children. We got here because Wizards of the Coast makes all the money for Hasbro. Is that true?
That's what I was saying.
Mm.
Every other Hasbro IP is a flop now.
What are the other Hasbro IPs that they're referring
they
to?
own. I guess it's very possible that Nerf does not sell anymore because of
Horse and Bunny. Horse goes to hand, Bunny goes to soul.
Okay, just because how things have shaken out in recent years.
Yeah.
Right.
Life sucks.
People just don't go outside, so you know
Mhm.
what's he gonna do with Nerf guns?
Rest these 2. Put this bear back into soul. Swing for 10.
I will guard it.
It's nothing. It's the horse.
Okay. Stand and draw. Jesus Christ, these draws are terrible. Ride. Skill. Check top 5.
Who needs toy guns when you can get the real deal?
Right.
Commander speaking, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe it's worth stocking up. Putting Minerva and Angelica into Soul.
Eliza.
But anyway, it's like I just can't imagine the people who are still excited for like this kind of Magic stuff.
Yeah. You know,
Like, I don't even know what these people look like.
I think like the Office, you know, Secret Lair is just the equivalent of a meme showing up on like a late night show. It's fucking dead now.
Do they make stylized versions for the cards, or is it just like screenshots from the show, like Vice is?
Yeah, it's.
I think they make stylized versions of the cards.
The big
I don't hate it
toys
as much.
you have to think about when you think about Hasbro is Nerf. Actually,
4, 5,
that's kind of the big one.
6.
This
is like the worst top 7 check I've seen in my life.
That's so funny.
I
didn't care about Beyblade, but they have to pay Takara Tomy some royalties. Yeah, my friend Josh and our friend Silver are really into Beyblade now and like are running like big tournaments for it. In fact, the reason I stopped going to my old locals was Beyblade got so popular and it was just so goddamn loud.
Mm-hmm.
The sound of the blades, like, or the tops moving through the arena, and it just bounces off the walls because it was like a repurposed garage that we were in. So there's no insulation, there's no objects to really block the sound. So you're just getting inundated the entire time.
Awesome.
Guard for 15.
Okay. 10 to Vanguard.
No guard.
Okay.
Also, like Magic Standard is like a miserable format right now too.
Power.
Okay.
Like
23.
everything's going poorly.
30. Horse.
Okay. Do I want to use this right now?
Speaking of format, interesting formats, have you guys been paying attention to the reveal of Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis?
Yeah, like it looks interesting.
It does.
The main thing is like they released the first point list very quick adjustment, like very quickly, and had some like really good blog posts explaining some of their like thought processes. Also, Last Will.
Also, Last Will, yeah.
Yeah. So like, like, it's a promising start. Seems like somebody actually cares about Genesis format. Go ahead, by the way.
Okay. I think it's really cool. I haven't really experimented with it yet. I threw together a Raid Raptor list because I never really Raid Raptor always looked interesting to me, and I never really gave it a fair shake. And you can put something together pretty easily. Ditch. So I want to give it a shot, but my friend Dan, who I usually play with, is in Vancouver with his girlfriend. So when he gets back, I will play on Dueling Book with him. Play another Toys Are Made for Children. Top 5. Let's see. Does that get... Can I get him or... Damn, you can't get Persona right off of this. If only. Shit. Okay. Put all of them back in.
Okay.
I had 2 of my 3 Persona rides in that top 5, and now I have to shuffle it back in. So thanks for that. Rest 2.
I feel.
And get the horse back into Soul. Then I'm going to Energy Blast 3. Call up to 3 toys. Get the shark and the Bavalas, the big bloated guy, and then the horse. Okay. Bavalas's effect, counterblast. Wait, is that on play or on restand? I can't remember. It's on play. Draw. He gets plus 5k.
Yep.
Okay. Swinging with the shark at what do your rear guards do?
This one's the ace unit, so it's just going to be a 10k beater next turn, and this is Biscotti. Neither of them do anything.
The Biscotti, I guess.
Okay. Sure. So that is it. Just attacking rear guard.
Just attacking rear guard.
Yeah, sure.
Like after it attacks rear guard, I can soul blast and restand him.
Okay.
In the front row. And I had to have played a Toys Are Made from Children. If I have a Toys Are Made from Children and it was played from Soul this turn, which both are true. So now it's back up. And then this is 15 to Van.
15 to Van. I'll guard that.
Okay. And you're on 2, right?
I'm on, grade 2.
Okay, so no triple drive for me, but Vanguard will get 5k.
Okay.
And then I can only restand 1. So that's fine. Here's 18, counterblast. Restand the dude, he gets an extra crit.
Yep, I'll take this.
First, second, front trigger.
Okay. Damage
1
check,
damage.
Nothing.
Okay. Here is 25 with a crit.
Matching 30.
Okay, and then here is 20, 28. Oh, wait, is that just shield? It is just shield, yeah. Okay. And I'm done. Go ahead.
Stand and draw. Oh, thank God. Drop Biscotti. Ride. Check top 5.
Atlas doesn't know what Saranon with K is. No, I don't. Sorry.
My top 5 search has been terrible. Put in Angelica and the other grade 1. Where the fuck is my grade 2? Energy charge 3 for turn. Energy blast for Biscotti. Of course. I need to think about what my turn is going to look like now. I cannot actually draw any fucking cards. Minerva skill, Soul Blast. Look at the top card. Of course, it's this fucking card. I do need that, though.
I refuse.
Put a card from hand to soul for Ultimate Minerva. front row gets 10k.
Simply check the overtrigger.
I wish.
Absolutely not.
This gets bound. Wow, this setup is fucking awful. 23.
Intercept with the horse for matching and intercept for 28.
Okay. Well, this goes into soul. I'm gonna soul blast the fucking chamomile, and then my Vanguard gets +5.
Okay.
And I don't get the counter charge because of the way the cards resolve. Awesome. Swing with Minerva. Point. On attack. 1, 2, 3. These two go out. Call this. I'm not going to soul charge. So this is 28.
No drag.
Okay. This is a blank. Awesome.
Damage. Power to Van.
Worst 3 drive checks it could have been. Vanguard restands. Swing again for 28.
Matching.
1 drive.
1 drive.
Yep.
33, 1 to pass.
Nothing.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's fucking awful. 28 to Vanguard.
33, horse.
Okay. 30. 40.
I'll take that. Okay.
End of battle. What is my fucking... Okay, I need to think. Can I soul charge next turn? Probably. Dies. Draw 1. Minerva dies. Reride. Go ahead.
Stand. Draw. Play my last toys are for children. Top 5. Okay, this is really starting to piss me off that I'm just getting all triggers and persona rides.
How do you think I feel?
Good point.
Actually, Rupert, you're not getting triggers at all.
Yeah. No, I was seeing them a lot when I was searching for all of my like soul charging effects.
Oh, nice.
Right. Okay, what do we got in there? Okay. Resting all 4 of my toys are for children to put 2 things back. So
Yep.
Derpy Little Dragon and the horse. Okay. Energy Blast 3, call 4 things, up to 4 things. So horse, rabbit, bear, and dragon.
Yep.
Okay. Call all the dudes. Let's do the bunny first. Check top 3.
Nice.
You have all
Okay.
the choices in the world.
Yeah. 1 into soul and shuffle. Oops. And then effective Derpy Dragon Boy to counterblast. Draw. He gets 5k.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ignore the chat. I'm not being mean.
Wait, what does that last one say? Atlas. Matt is being mean. I mean, not really. Okay, swing for 18 with the bear.
18, huh?
18.
Double intercept.
Okay, here is 23.
I will take that.
Okay, swing, counterblast, because I have all 4 there. Stand 2.
Stand. Mm-hmm.
Stand. That stands by itself, but we'll retire it end phase. This gets a crit. This gets 10k in battle door. This is 18 with triple drive.
PG.
Okay. First, second, nice. Draw. Let's do that 100 million to the bear.
Okay.
And third. Okay. And then here is 100 million Battledore.
Take that.
Okay, and then here is end phase. Go ahead.
Okay. Stand. Draw. That's something. Okay. I have to think about how I'm playing this turn.
Does it start by persona writing?
That's a good question.
Boy, I wish.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I will call this here skill because I have a Minerva. I can Energy Blast 3 instead of counter blasting for its ability.
Okay.
So I get to draw a card and then choose a card from my drop zone, put it into my soul. So I will put in Ultimate Minerva. Ooh, this was a really nice draw. I'm going to call this, put a second Ultimate Minerva into my soul, and look at my top 2 cards. Put this into my soul. And now that gives me a bit of freedom to Soul Blast 1. And look at my top card. I will leave that on top. Ultimate Minerva. I will put this Biscotti into my soul and ride the Minerva. Find the other Minerva. Move this up. Call this. So she's a 10k right now. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in my soul, which is good. Okay. And because I put a card into my soul, this gets 5k. Since I didn't ride anything this turn, Minerva gives 15k to the front row. Okay. So this should work out. 25 plus 13, 38.
$33, $43.
Okay.
Okay.
Starting with my Vanguard skill. Counter Blast 1. Soul Blast 3. So she'll restand, and then Counter Blast 1. This restands and gets 5k.
Jesus.
So this is 28.
PG and discard.
Okay, triple drive. 1 crit that I knew was on top. Thinking. So this one's 33 right now. This one is 30. I think I'll give the effect here. Second check. Nothing. Third check. Crit. Here.
Okay. Little awk.
Yep. 40. Oh, restand. 28. 1 drive.
28, 1 drive. Matching. 1 to pass.
Okay.
Crit. Damn.
Nah. I wish I was that good. Okay. 40 with a crit.
23, 28, 38. Nope, gotta take it. First, heal. What are you at?
I'm at 4.
Cool. Yeah, do that. Actually, wait. Does that work from drop? No, doesn't matter. Okay. So power to van, and then second, draw, power to van, draw 1.
Damn. This is 43 with crit.
I'm 33. Let's go matching and 43. Or 48.
Cool.
Sorry.
Oakley.
See, I thought you were going to guard the 1 damage last turn and then take the bear to be at 5.
I assumed he was going to hit more last turn, but that didn't
yeah.
really pan out the way I wanted it to. So,
Yeah, no, my setup is really bad.
Okay, so rest in 4 to get 2 back in soul.
Yep.
Okay, so get this and
Anything next turn, even if I survive.
get this. Okay.
Simply hit the overtrigger on damage.
Call.
Yeah, but then I don't have enough soul.
Top 3. Put the horse and shuffle.
Yep.
Okay. So blast 3 to call a bear and a horse, and that's it. It's nice that the bear can like recycle toys are made for children, but like does literally nothing else aside from being a restand target. It's very odd. Okay, here is 18.
On guard.
18.
Guard.
28 with a crit. Counterblast stands
OT.
stands by itself. PG?
Yeah. Nope, taking it. You know my entire hand.
That's true. Dragon, draw trigger, power to the bear, draw. And third, PG. 2 damage.
1, 2, GG.
Hey, sweet. Yeah, deck very much plays itself, and I was like, look at the sinew, like what the rest of the deck looks like. I literally got this out of my bulk.
The rest of my deck.
Wow, I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah, no, I like bricked to hell and back. I got like nothing
Jesus
I
Christ.
needed.
Yeah.
You saw my early setups were all like garbage.
Yes, I did. My only, I guess, complaint I could say is like, I didn't get any Persona rides, but the rest of it was pretty copacetic. So who am I to complain, really?
All right, I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Right.
Good night, sir.
Go to bed too, Atlas.
Good night.
Yeah.
I'm very sleepy.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Follow him at Williams 2Gs to 2Zs. Good night.
Yeah. Follow me. Find me at Plasma Eclipse in all the places.
Find me at Atlas Novak
in all.
Yes. Find me at Atlas Novak in all the places, or my other show, Generation Dan. We just had a new episode come out about with Julia Austin about being child free. And new episodes every Friday, wherever you get your podcasts. Or if you want to support the show, patreon.com/Nexus Unite. And, rate, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.